Hey guys, it's Forte again, July 1st, 5 p.m. right now, right after the market. I want to talk about options today. Okay, people are asking how do you buy options, what type of options do you buy? It depends. A lot of the times, I mostly chase shares because that's what I'm comfortable with. If you're comfortable with just trading shares and it works for you, it makes money, just trade shares. It's fine. But if you want to learn how to do options, everybody trades option differently. I'll show you how I do it. Usually, when it comes to deciding to buy options or not, I want to see how does the stock move. For example, Snapchat, you can see that it's pretty much been flat in this area, but the range of this one is like pretty big. So I know immediately that the IV for the stock is gonna be it's you can go look at it, but I look at this and I know it's gonna be more than like 20, 30, 40%, right? Obviously, because it's pretty volatile if you look at it. And if I show you now, it's volatile, but it's been going on for that consolidation for a while. So the IV isn't crazy. So below 60%, which is fine to buy. And I don't know. I hope you guys can read this. And usually now, how many days do I buy? Well, that also depends on your style. I like to buy stock with options with really low IV. Therefore, I like to buy stuff that's pretty out of the money because I think you get a pretty high return with out of the money stock. But if you're buying something that's pretty out of the money, OTM, you're gonna have to give a couple weeks. Like you don't give it just 2 weeks. That's not enough. Give it 4 weeks or something. And then I want to see something with really high open interest. Usually anything above 1,000 will be good. I just want to see it in the four digits, right? Like these, I wouldn't want it. For these options. And if we look at August, I wouldn't want that. We can look at the 40 days, zero open interest. By the way, that's now we see August 20th, 2021. The open interest on this is huge. And usually now, which one do I buy? Well, I either buy if the delta is above 0.5. We see that at 0.48. It's good enough, but I probably wouldn't want it, right? This will be pretty good. We can see that the bid and ask spread, is only about 7 cents apart, and the delta is below 0.3, and it's an $80 strike, so it's pretty out of the money. Consider the fact that it's Snapchat right now is at $67, right? But the thing is that this option is 49 days away, and then now it comes to your skill as a trader. Do you think we're gonna get to $80? It actually doesn't matter, right? If the stock, because of the date, because how we have pretty much 50 days to expire. If the stock for Snapchat were to go up to like $74, $75, we can pretty much already sell like half. If the stock goes to $70, $71, $72, we're not gonna lose money on this option trade, right? I don't know if you guys are following the way everybody does it really differently. Another example I'd be looking at would be APO. It already kind of got going. As you can see that it's crazy, right? I wouldn't buy options right now because I know the IV is insane. We can see that if you look at these candles right here, the range for this stock trades really tightly, and then suddenly when it got moving, it puts in huge candles like this. Now that'll be a perfect stock to buy options if you were to buy around this area or within when like around this, pretty much in this consolidation zone, because you know that the IV is low. It's been flat for quite a while actually. It's been flat for what? Actually just two months. 2 months. It's been flat for 2 months. We know the IV is probably going to be low, right? And if the stock were to move, we can see in the past that when it does make moves like that, it goes up pretty crazy. So IV usually shoots up. And if we do actually look at the option for APO, I'm gonna put it in. APO, the IV right now it's at least 50%, right? Oh, it's not that high actually. It's not that high actually. But if you see, it's still really cheap. It's not overly expensive. But if we were to buy around, let me put the thing back up. If we were to buy options around this area, right, around $58, right now you can see that the $58 strike price for this is we're like super in the money right now. If we were to buy out the money especially for stuff like this, for this one where it's possible that the stock doesn't make crazy move, it could slowly climb up. I wouldn't buy a delta that's below 0.3 because it's already cheap. The IV is 26%. I'd probably just buy one out of the money, like literally on the money. Delta would be above 0.5. And then I'll probably buy the like $59, 59.58.5. And at the time, I bet you the option for that was probably only $100.50, 100 less than that actually, 120, maybe even 80 cents, 90 cents, right? And now we're pretty much 400, 300% on this one, right? Or this. But that's pretty much the idea. If you understand, I don't know if you guys understand. Basically, only time I buy options is when the IV is low. And how do I know the IV is low? It's the way how the stock consolidate. It doesn't consolidate through price. Consolidating through price would be like Snapchat, whereas it does crazy stuff like, back and forth correction. But I mean, Snapchat, it'll be good because after this crazy volatility, it calmed down a little bit around this area. So it usually, and how long this entire consolidation has been, Snapchat is the combination of correction through time and correction through price. If you look at APO, just look at APO. This is a solid correction through time. There's not any price pullbacks. It's just time, and this thing just consolidated flat. This would be the perfect scenario to buy options, basically. Another one would be, I'm trying to think of charts off top of my head. I'm not like using notes or anything. For today, Sientra, big move today. Sientra, right here. If you look at it on the weekly chart, even better actually. Weekly chart, each candle represents a week. We can see that this thing went on how many weeks of consolidation? It's like 5 months of consolidation, right? Pretty much flat, maybe a quick price correction around this area, but that's about it. Overall, the stock has been really, really flat. So if you were to buy options anywhere in this area, you would have made a lot of money in the last 2 days because the stock price shoot up, even though it pulled back, but it did shoot up. And shooting this up would mean IV for this stock also went berserkers, And even with the IV going up, you probably you made money like on the options. And these are the type of options I will buy. Sientra, I didn't buy it. I missed it. I missed this one. It's pretty annoying because it's been on my radar for quite a while. And what are some other ones? BYND wouldn't be too bad. BYND, we can see that there's crazy price corrections around this area, but it's been a while. It's gone pretty flat. The IV I bet on this one will be about 50%, I think. I'm not sure. I don't here. Let's see it. Yeah, around 50%, as you can see. Yeah, 50% would be good. As long as the IV is below 60, I usually like it, right? The volatility isn't too high because I don't want to trade stuff like GameStop where the IV is like 800%. Like, give me a break. The stock doesn't move that crazy all the time. Like, just look at it, right? Does it move crazy? Not, it does, but like most of the time it consolidates a lot. That's when the IV just crushes and then you just lose money, even though the stock price hasn't really went against you or anything. But yeah, I hope this video helped. I don't know if this video is going to help anybody. I think it's an overall pretty confusing video because it's not for beginners. If I were to make a beginner video, it would be like, guys, you buy call, you buy puts. That's what it does. It's more of a beginner to intermediate form. Now, if you guys were to ask, do I write options, do I sell? I don't do any of that. I either buy puts or I buy calls. That's all I do. And that's about 10% of my trading. 90% I trade commons, just regular shares. Because that's what works for me. It's easier for me to understand as well. It's easier for me to manage. I get to manage individual shares on my own. That's what I like to do. Now, if you guys are, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and check description please, and share this video with your family, friends, grandpa, dogs, whatever. Okay, and yeah. Also, maybe a quick note, before you guys ask me any questions on Twitter, Discord, don't PM me on Twitter. If you're in the day trading subreddit, Discord, you probably can PM me. Don't PM me, please. If you have questions, just ask me in the Twitter channel. I'll answer. I'm there for you guys, okay? But the thing is, before you ask a question, make sure it's not a dumb question. Now, what's a dumb question? Whenever a teacher says there's no dumb question in this world, they're fucking lying, all right? Dumb questions are the questions that you can fucking Google. If you can Google, don't waste my time. All right? I'm not being an asshole. Probably I am being an asshole, but you guys are wasting my time. You guys are the asshole. My time are precious. Okay? And I'll answer questions that I deem smart. If people are asking me too many dumb questions, I'm just not gonna answer them from now on. Sorry, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope I don't need to remind you guys to take notes, right? It's very important. And see you guys. And while we're at it on the BYND chart, chart looks good. It went up. Price. Did we undercut the Monday's low? We didn't. That's concerning. Okay, I don't like that. I wanted to undercut Monday's low because that would kick out pretty much all the people that chased this gap right here. This gap, I didn't get it. It's impossible. Give me a break. Like, come on. The stock went up for 2 days in a row and then boom, we gapped. How do you trade that? You can't. You gotta wait. Okay. And now we just let the stock digest. We got below the 5-day moving average. Perhaps now I hope we get another shakeout like that, right? And then we slowly get back up to this area, and then I'll consider buying it, right? And now if you're asking me, Forte, just buy the dip right here. No. Now, the higher possibility when it does stuff like this, like a shakeout, it does this, okay? I don't want that. I'd rather pay more, to have a better trade, all right? And thank you guys for watching, and good luck next week, I guess. No video over the weekend. I think I'm uploading 2 videos, one day. Come on, that's awesome. Subscribe. Peace.